Hello and welcome to Interactive CAD and Tech. Today I'm going to be going over the basics of the DJI app and what you need to know before you start flying. So just to get started, I've not connected my drone yet, but this is what's come up. So just to go through it, at the top there should be your location of your handset, and it says fly spots. So if I click on that, zoom out. So this basically is a map of all the restricted airspace around where you live. So for example, there's obviously an airport there, so if I press I, red's restricted zone, blue's authorized zone, grey's an altitude zone, enhanced warning zone. You can turn on and off the kind of restrictions you'd like to come up on the app. Now if I just go back, so now it's showing me every kind of restriction near me and around me. So for example, if I wanted to fly in Leeds, there's a flight path from Leeds Airport which you need to watch out for, and the densely populated area. So if you're going anywhere with your drone, it's always worth clicking fly spots and looking to see if there's any restrictions or anything you need to be aware of on your drone fly area before you take your drone out. So on the bottom right hand corner you have album, Skypixel and profile. If I click album, any pictures or videos you take with your drone will appear in there. Skypixel is a forum, just where people post their own stuff and their own drone stuff. It's a DJI website. Profile, so now I've got my username there, which are my flight time, my distance and how many flights I've done. That's obviously blurred out for my own privacy. If I click more at the bottom, it has every flight I've ever done, and it's the flight data center. So if I click the last flight I did, and just play it through, it tells me everywhere I've been, and it maps it out on the map for me, so I know where I've been, and it comes in handy. You can also, on the right hand side, you've got these icons here. So this, if I play this now, it'll show you what I've been pressing on the controller, so what directions I've been going. So I'm pressing up on both there, and you can see the drones going up across the reservoir, and it's showing me what directions I've been pressing. H just shows me the home point and my location of the drone, and you can do it in different layers. So you can have satellite, and this is just a recent flight I did near Bradfield in Yorkshire. So there's a full data history of everywhere you've been and every flight you've ever done. So this is another one. So for the scope, and it maps out where your drone's actually been, and does a full detailed flight log of where you've been. So that's the flight data center. Device management's just got your drone serial numbers in and everything, and then obviously in your settings is where you get all your aircraft updates. So if you've never flown before, I recommend checking for a firmware update, and flight sync data. And if your phone starts getting clogged up with data from your flights, you can clear it off here as well. So let's go back now to the main menu, and now I'm gonna just turn my drone on, and then I'm gonna click connect aircraft. So this is how you connect your aircraft. So just wait for the beeping noise to happen on my drone. So now I've turned on my drone, I'm going to turn on the receiver as well, and I'm going to click connect aircraft. So I've got a DJI Mini 2, so I'll just click that, and it follow the instructions, and it should connect to your aircraft. So if you've never flown before, there's a few things you need to know. So this up arrow here on the left hand side is how you take off. So if I click that and keep your finger on takeoff, it'll automatically take off to an altitude of 1.2 meters, and it's same for landing. That arrow will just flip around and you can land. If you go to the three dots in the top right hand corner, these are all your settings. So you can set your max altitude for your drone, the max distance you'd like your drone to go away from you, So I've got mine set at 2 kilometers, but I've never gone really anywhere near that. Auto return altitude, so if you click return to home, when returning home the aircraft will rise up to a preset altitude before returning, so you can also set that as well. So I like to have that 50 meters so I don't really hit any,
the home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
If you need to update your home point, if you're moving with your drone, just click update home point when the aircraft's in flight. You can calibrate your sensors here as well and unlock geozones. So control, so this is where you just select your units, my LED, gimbal mode, so you can either have follow mode so the gimbal remains fixed while the aircraft is moving, and FPV mode where the gimbal follows the movement of the aircraft. I'll leave it on that. Allow upward rotation of the gimbal, you can turn that on and off, and your advanced gimbal settings. So this is, I'm not really changed these for especially for first time users. Camera, so anti-flicker I've got set to auto, and then you've got your grid lines, so I can put grid lines on my camera view so you can aim your drone better. I'll just turn them off. White balance is on auto. Auto sync HD photos, so I don't want them syncing to my phone. I pick which ones I want to download off the SD card, so I've got that unticked. And cache when recording, I've turned that off as well. Transmission, I've left all default, so just leave it on dual band, and it has a fairly stable connection for me. About is just the model name. Check for this is another way you can check for updates, fly safe database, app version, and serial numbers as well, which I'm going to obviously blur out. So that's just a quick roundup of the Fly DJI app settings. So looking at this is the camera screen, so I'll just move that so you can see. So that's just the I've covered up the camera because there's nothing to see really in this room. So just to go over everything, the 89%, that's your battery. 18 and the little satellite is how many GPS satellites you're connected to. The RC is the remote control signal strength, and then if you go down to the bottom, how long I can record 4K video for. If I change that to photos, on this SD card I can do over 10,000 JPEGs still. Distance from the controller, auto, and if I click this is into the menu above the record button, that's how you change from photo, video, quick shot, which it won't let me do because I'm not flying, and panoramic. On the bottom left, I've got a compass showing me where my drone is in relation to me, so it comes in handy. Just make that go back to a compass. So that's a compass that comes in handy if you ever lose your drone in the sky. You always just face it back to the home point and make it come back to you. And here you have H and D, so that's your distance and your height, and your meters per second, so that's how fast you're traveling. That's just a little quick summary of the Fly DJI app and everything I think you need to know. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.